Hello guys and gals, and welcome to the fifth playthrough. This is an economic mission, Caralis. Excellent mission. I don't know why Romans in history seem to always have British accents in all the historical movies. Maybe because they speak English? I don't know. But they all have British accents, and who knows why. Gives them a sense of authority and aristocracy, I guess. But Sardinia is well situated to conduct trade throughout the Mediterranean. And so Rome desires a port at Caralis. Sardinian goods are in high demand, and exporting them should provide and prove profitable. These profits will be needed to import materials from abroad that Caralis needs to thrive. Rome expects delivery of a yearly tariff on all of this trade, and will have the occasional order for specific goods. The Senate is sure that a prosperous city can be built despite their tariffs and orders, so you should be careful not to neglect favor or prosperity. Sardinia is firmly under Roman control, so you need not worry about military matters. Okay, now they say that, but the truth is, there still may be raiders around, especially a prosperous city. They've warned you about that before, and so you want to be aware of that. Now, of course, this is a great map and a great city, as we'll see in a minute. But I have to do a true confession. I already played this mission couple days ago, and it went for 2 hours, but I didn't do that well, and I didn't really build enough guys in the beginning to handle the stress and strain of all the ports you have to open. So I'm going to play it a little differently. Going to make a larger city this time. We're starting to get into the part of the as you can see by the numbers here, the part of the game that's a little more challenging. You got prosperity 50. That means we are going to have to open up the higher class, and we'll show you how that's done. It's a lot of fun. 50 favors, so we're going to have to make sure we make Caesar happy. Those are pretty high numbers. Security's only 15, so that's easy. Culture 20, that's not a very difficult one to reach. Probably need a theater, maybe an arena, I don't know. 1,200 population sounds big, but it really isn't. So let's begin. Give you a look at this wonderful city we got here. One of my favorites. Very challenging. You got the shoreline here, of course. We're on, I think Sardinia is an island. Look at that nice temple out there. See that? And we have a road here coming from back here. Got some farmland. We got some trees. Lots of farmland. Look at that. It's all farmland. Trees. We got trees over here. We got trees over here. These trees here and here are expendable, and I like to take them out right away. This is a nice industrial area, so it's good not to have trees in the way. One thing I didn't tell you about these larger trees here that you do timber from, they cut down the trees, but they grow back. They pop back. I'll show you that at some point. I'm sure you've seen it before, but I haven't pointed it out yet. Even these trees are not necessary. None of this is necessary. It's a little expensive to get rid of them all. This is a good place to place your city. Now, last time, I made my city a little too close to this edge, so I want to move out here a little bit more. And these diagonal roads, of course, gotta go. No good. And we need all of this port, so this might be a little bit much, too. Take this out. Just square it off. Like I said, we're going to be building on this farmland, so. And I'm even gonna, I know it's expensive here, but we got plenty of money, so we're going to take this coastal road, push it back just a bit, just so we have room to put some ports in there in case we want to. Because you got a lot of ports that you have to deal with here. We're going to stay away from the coast with these roads, so make sure we got plenty of room for our exports. Here we go. So that's a better design for the road. Doesn't take up all that needless space. It's a nice place to build a city. But look, check this out. Look at all these ports. 120 vegetables. That's a lot of vegetables. 30 pottery, not too bad. 30 wine for Rome. 25 spices. We're going to need that eventually. 30 weapons. That's a good one. Well, Macedonia is going to buy our weapons. That's great. Weapons are expensive. Archaea, southern Greece, wants grapes. We got a ton of grapes. And I think this is utensils, 25 utensils. So we'll open up all of these trade routes. I think it's a good idea if you got the money to go ahead and open it up. There's the vegetables. Okay. Pottery we're going to need. And we'll do pottery. We don't want to get into debt, so maybe we will stop there for now. We won't need the wine till we want to bump up the middle class. We won't need that until the end. I'm going to open up this guy too because weapons are great. Like I said, they make a lot of money for us. And what the heck, 850. I'll wait on this guy because last time I went into debt when I played my first playthrough here. So what I'll do is we'll go for an hour and then I'll do part 2. We'll have them an hour long, and wherever we are at an hour, we'll stop and we'll do part 2. Now, like I said, we're going to take up a lot of farmland here because the farmland goes on forever. Of course, we need a lot of it too. 120 vegetables, a lot of vegetables. So we'll go here. Well, you know what? We're going to do something a little bit different here. Oh, I forgot to pause it. Now, what I should do, since I forgot to pause it, is start over. And also in this game, don't ever be afraid to start over. It gets too stressful and you're not quite making it. And you're deep in debt and Caesar's coming after you and all that. Don't stress out. Just start over. See what I'm doing? I'm putting in an extra block here. Now I'm doing, from now on, I'll probably be doing this design. Right? In order not to spend too much money, at first we don't need that many guys, so we'll just plan it out so that we can square it off and know where we're going to need it, right? Like this. Right? We're on pause, so it's all good. Take your time. Now, if I just put in this many, now I know I have it all planned out, right? That's the minimum that I need. I need to know how far to go this way, how far to go that way. Boom, I got it. Put a street down the middle here for our city. Right? Then we'll put in our middle class. And I like to put the middle class closer to the shore because we're going to put the reservoir right here next to the shore. We'll have to go far with the I say that a lot. Listening to myself doing these things, I'm critiquing myself though. I'm worse on myself than anybody, but what can we do? Maybe we can just put the pump house right, almost. All right, well, we'll put it as close as possible right there. Aqueduct. Can we get it? I think we can. What did we spend? $12? But we got water. It's a little tight. Now we can't put a port there, but we got plenty of room for ports. I think we can handle it. We might have to change it. You can change it later. You can redesign it, as we'll see in some of the other upcoming missions. You can redesign at some point at the as the game goes on. You can redesign it when you have to put up walls or other things that you move the farms away from the city more. So put them outside the walls. The shops too, you often move. I'm going to leave this open here because by the end game, you often need a lot more of these guys to support your upper class because they need a lot of amenities and entertainment and shrines or they won't evolve. So in order to evolve them, that's what you do. So you need a lot more of these. I'm going to leave this neighborhood open to put more of those in. And so we should be good to go. I want to put in a few more of these houses though, because this is a very heavy trade port mission. Need plenty of plebs to run the trade ports, work the farms, etc., etc. See how we're encroaching on a lot of farmland here? For sure, we're doing that. Put that out. Let's see if we got plenty of coverage with the water. Go up here to the overlays, look at water. Look at that, very nice. We've got to put some more guys in if we need to up to there. So we'll make sure that I often do this to mark it. Okay, so I remember that's where the water goes. I got this road to mark this, but it goes this far. So don't build anything because you might need extra homes there. Also remember, you can also put this guy in and don't click anything else, and you can use the eraser button to take that out if it's in the wrong place. You find you don't have coverage. If I didn't reach all the way over here and these guys didn't have coverage, I could redo it by just hitting the erase button. But you can't hit anything else. You put this down. You don't put in the pump house or anything. You just put this down, go up here, check it, and that way you can take it out if you want without any expense because you just hit the erase button. Can't do that now because I clicked other things. But so we have plenty of room here. We got to keep going onward and upward. We got the Jupiter Shrine. The temples, do you see these temples down here? You got to have marble for that. So Mercury. Now another thing, I've been putting Mars in. Mercury I put in first because it's that kind of mission. We don't need guys of military, so I'm going to put Ceres in here because we do need help and you can get blessings if it goes on long enough. She helps with farmland, and we're going to be doing a lot of farms for not just for food but for commercial purposes as well to send. Remember, it had grapes and vegetables as our exports as well, so she can help with that because she'll give you blessings and fill up your farmland. Okay, here we go. This looks familiar, right? You can do a hospital in this one now. Well, there you go. You got your clinic. You got to have your coppers. Our heroes, God bless them. Hope you get home safe. There you go. Once you're burning up in the fire, there's their engineer post so the buildings don't fall over. Hello. There we go. And as usual, the clinic doesn't exactly match up to those two guys, so we got to square it off. There's our basics. We got our fountain, got our shrines. We got our working class dudes. We're all set. This is a little funky here. This guy should be facing with these guys, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now what do we need? Wow, big gamer. We need some farms. So, what are we going to do? We got to put in a food market. See, they're all trade ports. We're on an island. Food market. And then I hope you don't mind my funny voices and stuff. I don't mean to be picking on people or anything. I just like funny voices. Just trying to be funny. Here we go. Don't mean any offense to Vermonters or foreigners. I love foreigners. I've traveled the world. Been to Europe many times. Been to Mexico. And the beautiful Mexican people. Beautiful Dutch people. I love the Dutch people, of course. Been an old hippie guy. Must be 420 somewhere. Not quite yet. Okay. Living in a free state now, which is awesome. Okay, here we go. We got the basics down. We just need some farms. As they say up in the farm country, they say farm. Silly boy. And we got some bare, useless land here, so we'll put on the big three. Grain farm. And we got a vegetable farm. We're turning it so they can come out the gate. It's all about proximity to the fields and reach, right? I mean, the whole game is pretty much predicated on whether you can reach theater access and whatnot. I think he comes out this door, although that gate is not too cool. Probably could be turned again. Let's do it right. We'll click it off. I don't think it makes any difference. They come out of both gates. But just to be precise. To be precise. We'll turn it this way to make sure that these gates are open. They got road access, so now all we need is fields. Green field. Oh, good. Goes there. I don't know. We'll go here. We don't need to do that. Like I said, we got a ton of farmland, so we'll take advantage. We might have to move these out if we make a wall. I think we might need walls in this one to get that prosperity. We'll have to evolve. You evolve the middle class 3 times if you build city walls. They'll evolve twice with goods, luxury goods. But if you want that 3rd evolution to get even more prosperity, you can build walls and then they'll pop up again if you get the walls right. I don't know if I want that far out. Let's put it here. Okay. That's our city taken care of. Nice little city on the beach. Now, let's go over here and refresh our memory on what we need. We got vegetables. We got pottery. We want to do the pottery. Let's do that one next. Where's the pottery? Must be somewhere. Yeah, up here. Remember we took out those trees right there so we can have an industrial area. And of course, this will not only be good for 30 pottery to export, but we can also, of course, make pottery. We want to take this away from the... I want to take this away from the coast so we can put in the pottery guy. Let's see, the pottery guy is... I'm going to get this wrong. Just looked at it too. Is this Bengal? Yeah, thought so. That guy. Sisipingal. Whatever that means. Means something to Romans. See? Took that road out. Can put this guy in right here. Near these pottery barns. Alright. And it's close. They only want 30, so it's close to the city. Remember, this is the end of our water, so the city's right behind there. So we'll scoot out here and touch this guy. Come up the side of him. I said come up that side of him. Stupid road. There we go. Up and around. And then, you don't need a billion roads, right? You just waste money on roads. That costs, I don't know. What does that say? Kind of hard to read. Anyway, we'll put in some clay digging camps here. Try to be efficient with the space because you need them. And why am I putting in so? Oh, look at that. They got that one little dude there. I want to put in a few because I want some for the city and to sell. We're only selling 30, so it's not overpowering, but so we'll go 1, 2, 3, even 4. Got 2 and 2, 4. Oh, speaking another language, dang. I'm smart. There we go. Well, I'm not too smart because I already messed this mission up once. I went into debt, didn't have enough guys, didn't make enough money because I didn't put in all the trade routes. I only put in a few. And as we evolve, you got to put them in. You got to do everybody. There's the first one, right? We got that going. So let's sell some pottery. Right? Import some iron. Do we have to import iron on this cat? I think we may eventually. But for now, let's put it in a warehouse in case we have to do that trip. Oh, we got a funky corner here. You get these funky corners, you gotta take them out. You don't want the warehouse to be sitting out there. You gotta put it there. Okay, and this will be for pottery, right? And iron. Eventually, we'll want some iron probably for something. Might need it even for troops because, like I said, they say you don't need it, but then they end up you need it. So whatever. Okay, it's right outside the city. That can work as a city warehouse too, I think. All right, we got clay going. All right, so let's put in a market right here. I don't know if we need another warehouse. Let's try to keep it cool on so many darn warehouses all the time. Now you got this pottery warehouse there, can feed into this guy. I like to put it like open so I can see what's going on in there. That's part of it. You know me, I like to watch the gameplay. So, all right, there's that. Our other trade ports, we can get this guy going to save us some time here. Let's get the folks coming in. Oh yeah, they're already coming in. That's right. So here they come, coming down the Kingdom Road. Middle class will move in, and they'll be able to get that reservoir will fill up, and then the fountain will get going. Those little puffs of dust are because they don't have an engineer yet. But he'll come in, get employed, stop that from happening before. And I've never seen anything fall down in the beginning of the game. It just threatens to, and then sometimes everything gets puffy like that. These little puffs, you see them right there? It'll stop as soon as they get enough guys to employ the engineer guy who'll come out. You'll see him. He'll come out. He'll come around. He'll go into that house. Here he comes. I think that's him. Guy in the blue there. See? He goes into that house because it's about to fall down. So he goes and fixes it up. Hammers a few studs in the walls. Gets fixed up. See it stop puffing? Because he went in there. He's the engineer guy. Oops, I missed him. Missed him again. Dog. Epidemic outbreak. We've seen this before. Why? No bathhouse. No bathhouse. I got 3,000 guys, so it makes everybody happy to have a bathhouse. And in this design, bathhouse right in the middle here, because it's got great 500 citizens. Thank you very much. It's got great coverage. Even the upper class will be down around here. I'll put in entertainment here. Try to keep this open for these guys. Some entertainment here, and then I'll try to fit the upper class in there. I mean, I got a little bit of room, but not much. So I can't make a huge city. To figure it out as we go. Coming in. Pottery should get up and running here pretty quick. We got 2 camps, so it might take them a little while. But I do believe that once they get going, they make a lot of clay. So I'm going to try to keep it minimal so I don't run out of guys. Go to our advisors. Want to hear them? Our advisors.
Our city needs more workers.
Got 63 workers here. We're 4 short over here. So we're good. We got 63 workers still to go. So that means we can do something, right? We got 63 guys. I didn't have them in my first playthrough because I only made 1 block. But now I did 2 blocks, so we're all good to go. Good to go, as my buddy Mr. James says. There we go. We're making pottery. Not selling any yet, but hold on to your horses. Got $3,000 left, so we're good. We didn't spend all our money. We just made a minimal city. We didn't put in all these guys. We don't need them yet. We will, because we got to go on and make sure we get our next trade port going. He wants the vegetables. This guy wants weapons, so that's the way to go. Definitely want to get weapons going. But in order to do that, what do we got to do? We got to import. If we don't have any iron, we have to import it. But before we can do that, I'm going to go way over here. Right? Look at all these clay pits over here, man. So should have put the pottery in here, but first of all, we got a trade port here. Macedonia wants weapons. Now, I don't know if I showed you this, but here's a trade port, right? You see these little red dots? Oops, red dots right there? That's got to face out to sea. So I'm using the R key to rotate it. That's how you remember that. And then you put it out here and you try to find some place where it can go. Aha! So this is good right there. Boom. And we want to come up here a little bit. Get around those trade plot. There's 1,000 citizens, so we're growing. While we're over here doing this, the city is still cooking back there in the... Okay. City's out there cooking away. Guys walking around. We're busy. These guys want vegetables. So what you do is you make a granary right here. This works. I'll make a granary. Set it to vegetables. Hey, how you doing? We don't have anything yet, man. Have a little patience, will you? We need grain out here. Don't need meat. Just vegetables. That will facilitate. That's like putting a warehouse. But it's a granary because it's food, right? Because they don't put vegetables in a warehouse. But what we do then is just like if we were making the food for the city, we put a road. I like to put a road around it, right? Boom. Vegetable farms. Now, contrary to what you might think, you don't really need a lot of these. 2 of them will do. Vegetable farm. Oh, that guy is going to walk all the way back to the city to work those other vegetable farms until I put these in. But I'm just going to put a square, if they'll let me, of vegetables. 4 vegetable fields, and we'll let it cook. And as soon as they're ready, they'll start putting it in this granary. We can click on here, and they'll send us timber. We don't need it, and we'll sell vegetables. But we'll wait on that. 120, that's a lot of vegetables. But they'll crank it out. So we got some pottery for sale here. We'll be making some money. We don't want to go underscore here, 1,000. But we're good. We got 2,000. Can import some. When we get the veggies up and running, we can support our imports. We'll sell pottery and we'll get our imports, and then we'll put on this guy, Macedonia. And we'll put Macedonia right here. The sea won't go, right? He won't go. So we rotate him a little bit until he can fit in there, and boom, we got him. And we're saving some space. He's right next to that guy. See how he's touching there? Look at that. We can go over here. If we want to import some gold, we can. We'll sell some weapons here. But we got to wait on that. But at least we're set. We're ready to go. Ready to do it. That's good. Another half an hour, and then we'll stop and we'll do part 2. And I'll put it on my playlist on YouTube, and you can watch it if you want. I find it very common to watch these playthroughs. I remember I watched one, a Civ 6 playthrough, Cato McWhiskey, if you ever watched him. He's the Civilization 6 master, who really entertaining, really funny guy. I highly recommend you check him out if you like Civilization 6. It's not Caesar 4, but it's another one of my favorite games, and I'll do a playthrough, I think, of that, maybe just one game for you. It's pretty intense, and he's great. I sit and watch him, and one of his friends said, "Welcome, we're playing Civilization 6 today, so you don't have to." So that's kind of fun, you know. You can just sit back and watch somebody else play your games, and you get tips. They're usually better, you know. Gamer Zach taught me an awful lot of how to play both Caesar 3, which he is the ultimate master of, and he plays this game too, although it's not necessarily his favorite. But he's taught me a lot of tricks. He's a very nice gentleman, Gamer Zach. Check him out. He's excellent. Alright, so we're just cruising here. We're not in any trouble. We're a little short on these guys, and we need to put some entertainment in. So it might be a good idea, because this is such an intense city. You know, this is your first challenge, really. The other cities were just to teach you how to do it. So I'm going to put in a couple more of these guys, because here we have a great need for entertainment. And what are we going to do? Can we put that here? Can this go here? Let's see if we can turn this R key. Hey, where the red is, it could probably fit right there, but it would block any regress to this part, so might be better to kind of put it here. Yeah, I think it'll reach. Can it fit over here? No. Up here? No. That's too far. This might be good. We can check it. We'll go a long way. Boom. And we'll... Whoa, it didn't take. Oop. I clicked out on it. Okay. There we go. We'll go up here to the overlays. Go down to entertainment. Find Odium. These poor guys didn't get it, but maybe if we go like this, sometimes you can just put a road in. I don't think so, because the pink doesn't go all the way to this road. But we could put another one down here eventually. Right? And put our rich guys down here. This way and up here. Put a theater or something in here. And we'll catch up to them. They're going to be unhappy without any entertainment at all. But since we're doing so well here, why don't we just put a theater in? Right here. We'll probably need more of these guys as time goes on, but if we put a theater in, they won't leave. Put a road around it. And we need to go... Odiums don't need anything, but theaters need one of these cats. And you know how I like to do. Put that guy in.
Lucius, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh, beautiful friendship. A little Casablanca reference. They're so funny. Guy says all sorts of funny things. He's one of my favorite characters. So he comes in. I think he's doing his thing, his Shakespeare. And you know, like I roll, we want to see the people coming in. There they go. Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? What's happening? Look at that nice rendering, the way they have the reflected light on their faces. Very artistically done. Got the best looking Romans in the world. Do you know Romans were only very small? They were like 4.5 feet tall. Romans were short. We got cows out there going. Okay, so that's it. We got the folks came in. They got their theater. They got their Odium. So we're getting pretty elevated here. Another good thing to put in is a school if we got enough guys.
We do not have enough jobs for all
10.
of our workers.
See, when it's not red, I may have been confusing about this. This is 489 guys that need a job. That's not unemployment. They need the job. Got 10 guys over here that need work. So you got to find something for them, right? 489 guys. We need to find something for those guys. Why? Well, they bumped up with pottery. So we got to find some more work for these guys. But we got plenty of trade routes to open. See how we're doing? See, we're getting in some veggies to sell. But we got other trade routes here. Got wine, so we can open up the wine, because that'll get the middle class to evolve. One hand washes the other, $500, not too bad. And that's Rome, and we love Rome, and we want to help Rome out. So, again, we're on an island, so it's a trade port. I've done this before, so I kind of know what's happening here. So we'll put the trade port in here. It doesn't need to be wonked out like that, I don't think. I think it'll fit flat in this one. Yeah. See how close we can get it. We don't want to take up all the room because there's so many ports to put in here. I think we got it, though. I remember a couple times I played this and I didn't have it, you know. And it was kind of funky. So that's on a slant. I'm not building on a slant. So what I'm going to do might be a little bit wasteful here, but I'm going to go like this, right? And I think it's a lot of wine. I know that looks funky, but Latium, they want 30 wine, so it's not a lot. But I don't want to take those trees out. We might need timber. Might even ask for it. So I don't necessarily want to take those trees out. I took all the other ones out. But what do we need here? We need some grapes. So we got grapes right in amongst these trees. Why not? Let's take this guy on the road out. We don't need it. It's just dumb. There. Oh, the gentle rain. Okay. Let's get back to grape groving. Oh, that's an olive grove. We don't want that. We want $750. We sold it, but look, we only got $300 left. We're not paying our guys to work. So we're in trouble. 196. I gotta be cool here. Might have to go into austerity. 30, I don't know, maybe just one. And then we'll put in a grape farm and we'll get that going. Well, we're gonna stop right there because we don't want to go into debt. Gotta make some money. So we'll start that going. It takes a while to grow, so they'll grow. We only need 30. So we need money, so let's open up this trade route. We got veggies coming in. I don't think we'll need to bring in any timber, so we'll keep that going. And this guy, what does he want to get? Weapons. Well, we'll get that going, and then we won't have any more trials or tribulations. But we got to be able to afford it. When we can't afford it, we're in big trouble. It's only March, so we got time to make it up. We got this trade route here, starting to sell veggies. Let's get 120 veggies. That'll make us some money. Get us out of Dutch here. Here it comes. Why? Well, we set it up, right? We got it cooking. Now they got plenty of veggies to sell. 472. It doesn't bring in a lot of money, but it brings in some. How are we doing on pottery? Do we need more pottery? Looks like we need more pottery camps. How about another pottery camp? We got the guys. We should check. Oh, yeah, we got guys, remember? Now, that pottery guy will help out a lot. We'll put another one here just to get enough pottery up. We need it for the city, and we need it for trade. Can we fit another one in there? No. Ah, that is ridiculous. But we don't need these guys right here. See if we can fit another one in. It's expensive, but just... Oh, damn it, we can't. So I should have taken those guys out. I gotta put them back in. I tried to get out, they keep putting me back in. Godfather 3 reference. Okay, there you go. I shouldn't have done that. But now we'll get some more clay in for these cats. Nice. 420 somewhere? Yeah, I think so. You see this mini map up here? That comes in handy when the bad guys come to call. You can check out and see where they are. Right there. Okay. Ah, we got some pottery going here. See, here is where they put the clay. They're all pretty short on clay. This guy's just getting going, and he'll help take the burden off, so we can get it more clay in here. Probably use another one. But you see, they're getting a little bit better here. $500. Just need $200 at the end of the year. But now it's $700. Why? Well, we sold some of this. We're going to get above $1,000, then we'll import some iron, start making weapons. We'll never worry about money again. We do have to keep an eye on what is our next trade port. Do we have them all yet? Nope. We got Africa and Apulia. Apulia can wait. They don't have anything to send us until we get the upper class guys. Utensils are good, but we have to import iron for that. What does this guy want? Yeah, we can open up this guy. When we get the money, 120 grapes. And we've already started some grape farms for the wine, but then we'll expand that, get more grapes. Where are the guys working? Yep, they're working. We don't need any wine factories to sell wine yet. And we'll have to hook it on to the city somehow, up and around this way. Hook onto here so that we can sell wine in town once we start making it. I'm trying not to spend any money till we get to the new year. It's often the case. Whatever you want to build, you often have to wait till the new year. It's only June, so that'll give us some time. This warehouse is working. It's giving this guy some help. Because why? Well, you see here, he doesn't have to go all the way to the factories now. He did it first, but now he doesn't have to. Got full employment, so there's no problem there. Watch. He'll come out and we'll be able
I move things as fast as they can, but that's not always as fast as they'd like.
See, he doesn't have to go all the way to the factory because they got some in the warehouse. And when I click this button right here, it locks the camera in. I'm not using my mouse at all. The camera's locked into that guy when you choose him. And that's fun because then you can just sit back if you want, put it on slow and watch the guy do his thing. It's fun with the military. I like to do that because you ride along with the military, but you can't see the enemy until you come up upon them, you know. So that's kind of fun. It's all this big mystery. You'll see when the enemy shows up on the military missions. I don't think there's any problems here. You make so much money when you get everything going in this scenario that you actually end up making so much money that you can pay them off even if they do show up. I don't remember if they show up or not. The only challenge here is make sure you got enough enough room along the shore here to set up your trade ports. This might be a little funky. I think there's one last trade port that you set up here, that one that just brings in spices. It's $850 to do the grapes, and I don't want to spend all my money because these guys aren't being paid, and they will get mad if you don't have $1,000 in the bank to pay them. So they're getting mad now because they're not getting paid. Luckily, we got theater, we got Odeum, so we're all good. Up here to overlays, check out entertainment, theater, see how they're doing. This poor guy up here is not getting a theater coverage, but he'll be all right. He's the only guy in town. He's a snob. He doesn't like to go to the theater. He's got nothing, no entertainment at all. I don't know, maybe the Odeum reaches him. Yeah, so he's good. Yeah, he's got Odeum coverage. Just these poor guys don't. They'll need it. They'll need it later. I'll have to find a place to put an Odeum out there because our stats are pretty intense.
We do not have enough jobs for all of our
605
workers.
unemployed. 10 still here. We haven't done anything for them. It tells you right here. Healthcare, religion, education, entertainment, justice and tax, drill yard, water, all goes to these guys. Harvesting, industry, markets, storage and trade, prefects and engineers, military, gatehouses and towers are all this guys. You get 20 standard. Probably going to cost us $2,700 per year. They get 24 standard. This goes up and down in some missions. See how our ratings
Our
are
city's
going.
cultural standard needs work.
There he is. Security looks good. Prosperity's just getting going. Got a few bump ups, so we got a 7. 34 favor. Gonna make sure we keep this guy happy.
Rome considers your efforts to be mediocre.
Mediocre. No, very good. All right. 91 we got saved up so far. We don't have to send Caesar any gifts until the end of the game. You send him gifts too much and it doesn't affect favor after a while. You can send gifts twice on each one of those levels, the first, the medium, and the high level. And it will raise your favor, but after that, you can't send gifts more than twice. So you usually want to wait to the end of the end game before you start sending them gifts, unless your favor is going to go down. But if it gets down below 20, you'll get a notice that Caesar sent his armies on the march to kill you. And that's not good. You don't want him to do that. Okay, it's August now. We got 902. We're kind of under austerity right now. We don't need more guys. In fact, we need more help. Got anybody rioting because of lack of food? Nothing in the granary. Might need to put in a little more food. Nah, I got food. Again, if I do, you got to spend money. If I spend money, they don't get paid. They don't get paid. They get mad. They're not too happy right now, but they'll get there. Has this guy got a pole out? He's not. What are you doing? He's got food. No basic goods. Hasn't got his pottery. So, some pottery in the warehouse there. He's got some he's putting in. See if this guy comes out. We can check him out.
I don't expect a high station, but rather a good life.
He's in here. Let's go in his house. We're the governor. We do what we want in Rome. He just got a little house. Remember the other guy had a little... Hey, what's up, dude? There's a doctor. He's visiting. He's going to put some leeches. Somebody's sick. I think that's a doctor. Yeah. Whoa. Sorry. Where is this guy? You click on the house. It brings up the stats. You can find the guy. He's at home. So he's just going to bring you here. You click on it again. You hit it again. Click on it again. Eventually, he's going to leave his house to go get some stuff. And you can keep checking him. He's not going anywhere. Nobody's coming in or out. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll watch how it goes. We're 46 minutes in. We're going to go to 1 hour, and then we'll bid you adieu and come right back at you. Go to my playlist, find it. I'll make the second half, and we'll beat it. See how this is a little more challenging, a little bigger. Huh? Right? A little bit bigger map, a little more challenging, higher stats, 50, up into the 50s. Like any video game, it does that. Hey, we're not making much money here. Toward the end of the year, you can check your import-exports, important in this game. But we're doing pretty good. Probably got grapes going. How's the grape farm? See, they got grapes, so they need... We'll go ahead, and we'll spend just a little money, $100, to get some wine going. I got the grapes, might as well. And let's do 3, because we want some for the town. We only need 30, but we want some for the town. And boy, once these guys start kicking out grapes, we'll have to put in a bunch more grapes next year. We'll have to wait a year. See, they got grapes. These are almost harvested again. See? Watch them harvest. Out there laboring in the vineyards. We'll watch them harvest these. They're almost done. There he goes. Get more grapes. Bring them to the farm. Nice. Yeah. Comes a guy out of the factory. He says, oh, just got a notice, sir. We got grapes. They got grapes. They just harvested this year's grapes. Sweet. Sweet. Let's do it. Go to this guy. Start making wines. And we'll sell it. And we'll go halfway here in case you want to. Eventually, we will want to import salt, maybe jewelry too, to get the middle class to bump up so that we can take care of the upper class. Need a lot of middle class guys to take care of the upper class guys. So we got to get them bumped up. We got to build walls to get them to bump up the third time. And walls also help your security rating to rise. People feel much more secure when they have walls. Another good thing is we're on a beach, so you don't need to build walls toward the ocean in this game. They give you a break on that. The ocean protects you, I guess, from invasions. So you don't need walls. Just on 3 sides of your city. Sometimes you got to move things around and redesign things. And we only got $421 to get us through, but we should get through. But just in case what we can do, we got $100, so just to show you. I know, I'm mediocre. Isn't that fun? We'll donate $100, gives us 11, but we're getting paid $5 a month. So that helps. Now we got how much money? We got $500 to get us through. He's going to take $200 as long as he gets that. Oh, we just made some money, so we're good. Got some, but that $100 helps. Gives it a boost. Got more trade ports to open. Yeah, got to do that. Let's see here. What are we doing here? Right up to the dogs. Okay, we'll do it this way. This will help later when we start making a bunch of grapes from the other trade route. There's a trade route that needs grapes. We'll do that. Use this road to do it. Fill in this area with grapes. And we'll be good. Gotta wait till that. So this is what you do in December if you want. You go to there. You say, all right, we sold 88 of 120. We just started this year, so we're not maxed out on that, but next year we probably will be. Because we started that partially in the year. Let's see how we're doing. 30 of 30 pottery, so we're good for the rest of the year with that. We're maxed out on that. We don't have to build more pottery. We only got 2 of 30 because we just started this industry, so we'll have to wait till next year to see how we're doing there. And we haven't sold any weapons. We can't afford to yet, unfortunately, because the weapons will save our butts. But we have to wait till we can import iron from this guy. But you see, because we already fulfilled our trade, we got all this pottery in here. We don't need that. So what we'll do is we'll cut that down so that the rest of the pottery will all go in this warehouse for this guy. They won't put any more in here. Don't need any more. It's kind of overkill anyway. We got a ton of it. You know what I mean? We only need 30. We can even cut it down a little bit more. See? That way more of it will go into this warehouse, become available to the populace. See, this guy's full, this guy's full, this guy's full, but we got plenty of unemployment here, right?
We do not have enough jobs for all of our
5.
workers.
Still 10 over here, right? Okay. Only days. We're still working. We're still working on it. We can put more guys here if we ever get unemployed guys. I'm not putting any more guys in. I'm going to get these guys to bump up, so what they need is a nice little market. And this time I'm going to put it right up here, right across from this guy. And then the wine will come in there eventually. Oops, I messed up. Okay, just a few minutes left and we'll end part 1. Get back to your kids and your pets and your jobs and stuff. Stop wasting time watching me play this silly game. I think we got room in here. We can, not asking for pottery. We don't have any iron, so we'll move this down. We'll try to let this double as a city. Actually, we got wine, so we'll put some wine in here. And they'll find that wine eventually. If there's some overflow, they'll have overflow, and they'll end up. And as we did it with the pottery factories, we can look here. They're not full on grapes. They all got grapes. There's no reason not to put in another grape farm. We got the guys. We got the money. It's a new year. So let's put in some more grape farms. We're going to put in a ton more grape farms eventually. All right, well, that's $750. You got it, Chief. But again, it hurts us. It hurts us. But let's give some employment to the plebs by putting in a grape. Some more grapes. A little vineyard action. We don't have much room over here. Aha. There we go. Just on the edges here. And another grape farm. Then we'll make sure we get plenty of wine going. Face it toward the fields. There he goes. There he goes. He's coming out. He's coming out. We got to put in a lot more of those over here, but not right now. So we got unemployment, so before we start part 2, we'll put in some grape farms over here. Let's see. It's a bunch of grapes, but like I said, once they get going with the grapes, they get going. So we'll put 2. 1. 2. Hard to see these guys. So I'm putting that red border so I know where those other ones are, so I can just put it there. And that's pretty sweet. And I think that's all we'll need. Okay, now, Caesar wants a wine. And, you know, he knows he's messing with our pocketbook. He don't care. But we got to give it to him, right? Because we need that favor. So we're going to put this warehouse out here for wine. Wine is down here. There we go. Luxury good. Wine. Go over here to our resource
We do not
screen.
have enough
Even though we're
jobs for all of our workers.
Hey, I'm talking. We go over here to our resource screen. I'm trying to help out my
There are
listeners.
trade routes available that could be advantageous to our city.
I know. Can't afford to open them just yet. So there, we're going to stockpile wine, but, you know, we got the wine going already, right? Because we're good players. We know how to play, right? Look at all these wines in here. Now, they won't sell anymore. In fact, this guy, I think, comes and picks up that wine in the warehouse. Takes it, puts it in there, because it's on stockpile. They won't sell it. They won't drink it either. So it's going to delay our evolution of our middle class, but that's okay. We'll take care of our buddy Caesar first. We got those extra grape farms coming in too, so that we can export grapes, but we can also use them to make more wine. Well, we don't have a lot of room here, but this is a big port area too, so we want to make sure we got access to the port. Can't really put in more wine, but we only need 10, so maybe we'll just keep it like that. Got this access. Let these grapes grow up. They'll put some of them in here. I'll bring them there. They'll also eventually, I think grapes go into warehouses, so that's good. And that'll help us to open up this other trade route. It's April. We got $1,000. It's this one, $850. I think we can afford it. We got trade routes going. Put a trade out there. Is that a depot? That's it. No depots. What am I talking about? Let's get over here. I think this one's got to be slanted. It's this far over. Aha! Look at that. It even touches. Sweet. Got room for another one over here. We can put a road through there, I think. Yep. Got room for another trade route. I think we're good. So what we want to do here is sell grapes. So we need extra grapes to sell. Should have a warehouse for grapes out here, but I don't. There he goes. Where are you going, lad? Doodly-doodly-doo, this guy.
It's not easy keeping track of all these goods coming and going.
I know, a lot of goods here. He's right. So he's going to take them from here, but these guys will get going and they'll make up for the... Probably wasn't a wise thing to do because I'm going to need those grapes for wine, and now we're almost there with the wine anyway for fruit. Caesar, he only wanted 10. Gives us a year to do it. Got plenty of time. But what are we doing now? Well, we're selling grapes. Like I said, it would be efficient. There's the grapes. We'll make some more money there. It would be more efficient to put a warehouse out there for grapes. Look at that, we're way up here. When you get on the edges of the map, your camera gets a little funky. It does little funky things. You'll see in some of the missions, military missions, they do. You go over a hill and it gets all trippy and it gets all crazy. It's fun. All right, slow but sure. It's a slow build. We want to do it right. And we're getting up to the end of part 1 here. I don't want to take more than an hour for these. And we'll come back with part 2. Go up here to our load save. Go up here to save. We've got Caralis. We'll save. Ask to overwrite. Yes. And we're all set. Come back. We'll come back, and for me, it'll just be a few minutes. For you, it'll be at your leisure. I'll come back, and we'll do part 2. And this will be part 1. That was fun. I think we got a good start here. We're low on money, but we got all these trade routes open, and now we'll sell grapes. We'll sell enough money to be able to afford some iron, and then in part 2, we'll start selling weapons, and you'll see our money go through the roof, and we'll be able to win. So I'll see you in part 2. Thanks a lot.